in Shoptown, and I thought I saw somebody outside the window. Spooky. Well, I am back here because I am putting another one of my properties for sale, and it's actually kind of wonky looking, but let's name it. This is Spider Spawner Base. This is pretty much all of the island that's available. It's basically right there is where the spawner is. So yeah, it's another one of my bases that I've abandoned quite a while ago. Let's see, 4 diamond blocks is what my price is. So spider grinder, storage chest, and unknown abandoned base on east side of island included. Entire island is for sale. Guardian farm railway runs through it, can be moved. I prefer to keep that railway intact for the most part, but yeah, it can be moved around. And I think I saw my wolves there, so I'll have to move them at some point as well. Took a brief look around Shoptown, and my shops have been quiet, but there's another luck shop over here. This is Salo's Chance shop. Apparently, Asus does not want to feed the gambling addiction, but Salo will. So I took a chance, and I actually got all this. That's pretty cool. There's Shostin. It looks like he might want to do something with this building here. This building has been partially built and then abandoned pretty much for a while now. And since the new guys have shown up, there's been some questions as to whose it belongs to and what they want to do with it, if anybody wants to, if anybody can claim it. It looks like Shostin might officially assert his Shostrian dominance for it, so I'll just do a little hello. So, yeah, I guess he's going to make some use of it in the future, which I don't know if I approve of him taking other people's land, but it's been abandoned for a while, and I can't say I haven't made use of other people's land in the past, considering my scavenging techniques when I feel lazy about gathering materials. Speaking of materials, I got more endstone bricks. I went back to the spider spawner base to see what was lying around, and found some stuff I could use. So we're going to head back to the base and do a little more work on our little capital building. We are quite laggy today, so these spawners, not the spawners, the portals are going to be a little wonky. Yeah, let's take the minecart. It'll get us about halfway there. So let's see, what have we missed? I did some Death Games stuff. Shostin was in the Death Games, and Asus and I went on a little adventure to go find him. We did a couple long walks to the far reaches of a couple places we figured he could be, and I died to a skeleton along the way, and once I got my stuff back, I found Shostin. Asus and I went after him. I waited way too long to get into a fight with him, but yeah, he escaped, and then I died again. I suffocated in a wall. So the only notable stuff I lost during all that is both of my notch apples, because I was going to use one to fight him with, and when I died, I grabbed the other one, and then when I found Shostin, I ate my notch apple. Went after him, and then he escaped. So I had one notch apple running on myself, and then the other one was in my inventory, and then I suffocated And the notch apple did not survive. Unless Aces stole it. Which could be possible. I don't know how Ding Chong fucks. Wait, that's not. Wait. let's back it up here. I'm sure Dennis was involved in this as well, apparently. Seeing as I cannot form coherent sentences. Oh yes, my dropper of droppers. But I assume that Asus and his nation have something to do with it. I was kind of hoping I could go a full episode without flubbing like that, but that was short-lived. Speaking of nations, I've realized that there are a few extras popping up. Pixelated HD has one. The twins, ZP Twin and DP Twin, aka Road Dogg, both have nations set up. Weathermaster has joined the JU and has his nation. Park officially has a banner now, so I can recognize his nation. So there's a lot of these things popping up. And while Mukluk may be a little bit annoyed with all the activity, it is nice to see all the kind of semi-role playing that's going on, and everybody's kind of inspired to get on the server and do stuff because of it, which I think is really cool. It's definitely inspired me to build because, like I said before, I believe, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do after finishing the hockey stadium, and sure, I bought the prison, but all it needed was like a couple finishing touches, and it was, for the most part, done. So, I will need a couple lanterns. I'll toss this in here. I actually got like a bunch more end stone here. I just grabbed it all from my base. And it's raining. Don't I have a... Yeah, I got like one extra in here. So yeah. Besides that, I don't think there's much new that's going on. I know Pixelated and Asus are having a bit of a war going on. Actually, no, that's not right. So that's interesting. I need these and these. I'll put these away. So that's interesting. People are making use of this whole nations thing. I hear rumors that Naxer might be getting into it, but I don't think there's anything official on that yet. Gotta stop and itch my finger, of all things. Okay, the center point here and here. Yep. I feel like this is a little bit off. This is a little big compared to how I had it before. Must have messed up somewhere. I think I know what I did. I think it's this point. It's supposed to be andesite. So let's go fix that. So let's see. Any updates on life? I think I mentioned my schedule change already. But I have a schedule change coming up that should make things a little easier. think I'm gonna just make this offset on purpose. Because the original... Maybe not. Let me stand in the middle again. Here and here. So if that's the middle, maybe it can work. This is like the central podium. I'll just do this for the middle. Or I can do this and then do this like that. Then maybe I could have these corners be made out of the lanterns. Boop, 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 and a boop. It's a little blocky looking. Probably fiddle with that. And then around the sides, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Guess I could make that a corner. In fact, I'll do that here too. Let's do that here, and we'll do that here. To is right here. Like that? No. We're gonna have one right in the middle here, like that. 1, 2, bop, bop. 1, 2, bop, bop. One in the middle. Then we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that works. That works. It's kind of more like, if you remember the Star Wars prequels. I know we don't like to talk about those, but how they have the round table type thing, except we have the additional middle podium. Actually, now I can look at this better. Oh, was that a mob? Yeah, that's a zombie. You can hear him sizzling outside. So yeah, now that this is actually set up, that is indeed the middle, and this is the actual middle here. So if I fix this, because this is actually really close to these seats, like right here, and these two are the middle here, so this is a central point here. So if I just do this, like so, and I put one in the middle, and I'm actually going to take these last 3 planks and make a slab out of them, like so, and boop, we have our podium. Just like that. So these around the sides, these little pillars here, are going to be for banners for any other nation that attends the any meetings, basically. So they just place their banner on the andesite and have a seat next to it, Maybe I should take these down. Since, yeah, that might be a little better. Instead of having a mini wall. Could do that. So yeah. I need to make an official entryway. Right here will be like the reception area, and then there's going to be 2 flights of stairs leading up to these 2 floors here. And they're each going to have their own specific purpose. And they're also going to overlook the meeting room. This meeting room is pretty much done. It's going to stay wide open like this. So, we can actually get to work on the staircase a little bit with our quartz and our slabs. Let's clean out our inventory. We won't need these anymore. Those emeralds can go in here. I don't know why I have a minecart on me. Let's start with a small one. So the way this will go, this is actually mirrored to how it was before. So let's start here. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 3. And I think 1, 2, 3, something like that. That's not the right spot. It's supposed to be here. It'll be widened out to this point. Yeah, I was thinking about doing like a supercut of all of my flubs, and I might still do that in the future. But if that moment has anything to say about it, it's probably most definitely going to happen. So by this point, right here, we are at the next floor. So I think I actually want to change this, because it's not quite how I had it in the creative world. I think what I did instead was I made this point like level, and then I started bringing it upwards again. So let us get more slabs going. That should be actually all we need for like the entirety of the building. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we do this, and this is pretty much the next floor. So then we take it this way, and we do it all over again. Like so. Oops. 1, 2, and 3. This probably won't end up looking the same way as it should. 2, oops, 2, 3, boom, boom. That. And this is all the same height. then we do this. I definitely messed up somewhere, because now we've reached the next floor early again. Somehow. No, we haven't. Because that's where that one ends too, doesn't it? Yep. Except it's not quite. And we did something a little bit early, but we'll let it slide, I guess. I'll probably fix it later. How did I mess that up? I don't know how I did it, but apparently I did. No, stop that. Doing it just like this. And we'll do that just to solidify that. So yeah, now we have a staircase up to the next couple floors. Not really sure what the materials are going to be. Oh, you know why this is different? Because in the creative world, I actually made the building like, oops, each floor was like 1 block taller than this is right here. So there is actually less space in here. Maybe I should wonder how good it would be if I did it like this. Just left it like that high. Because now we have a little bit more headroom. But, it'll give us some room here. Alright, we're not pausing the game. I don't know why my computer does that. Every so often it just likes to pause the game. It actually got me killed in the new CTM we're playing called Overload. We did another recording session the other day. I'm still like way ahead of schedule, by the way. This is September 6th. I can successfully say it, but I can proudly say that I've been successful in paying rent this month, which was something I was a little nervous about because, like I said, there's a lot of stuff going on, and with the vacation, it kind of I kind of knew in advance that it would kind of mess things up a little bit, but didn't realize that it would be this close, I guess. Then again, it was kind of partly my own doing, because I still need to be more responsible in terms of not spending all my money on food. Although that's kind of hard, kind of tough for me to do, because I think my metabolism's still on the higher side. I'm just not active because it's really hot out. My goal is to get out more once things cool off. Spend my days off actually like doing some hiking or just walking around. But until then, I'm kind of just leaving myself to stay inside, and so I get hungry, and then I decide to go for the instant gratification rather than make something. Granted, my place is kind of weird. It doesn't have a ventilation system, so when I cook stuff, I also have to make sure that the fire alarm doesn't go off, so I have to like turn the fan on, the AC fan, and open a window just to make sure that there's enough ventilation to prevent the fire alarm from going off, and even then it still might just do it anyways. So, and that's all the quartz. Nope, I got another stack. So you're gonna stick around with me until I finish this floor. I'm actually doing good on time here. I was gonna talk about something, but we actually got through a project. Or at least part of this project. One last thing I'm going to do is set up the area for the railing, which is going to be made out of glass, because that's how everything else is going here. This is still... Did I set that up like the exact same way? If I tear this down and do it like this instead, we still got that, I guess, 2.5 blocks of space here. I'm sure there will be critics complaining about the low ceiling. Actually, what I should do, since I have these 2 blocks, is put those there. Be a little bit resourceful. But yeah, I'm sure there'll be complaints about the low ceiling. But we in Switzerland are trying to be, I guess, space-saving, efficient. Boom, boom. Alright. This is nice. Not really something I expected myself to build, I guess. Let me put one last finishing touch, and then we'll call it an episode officially. Yeah, I did have stuff that I was going to talk about, but since we have something to do instead, we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, we're overlooking the place. We're going to have some stuff in here, and then we have one more floor up here, where a few other things will be set up. And I guess I can just set this up now. So looks like I'm gonna have to go either quartz shopping or quartz hunting. Either way, I have plenty of resources around to take care of that. But until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching, and I shall see you all next time.